Hey, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to talk about finding your max cost per lead. This is probably one of the most important numbers that you can know for your business to succeed. And that's how much can you pay to have a lead on Facebook, and how many of those leads do you need to close a deal? That can be, motivated sellers. This could be if you're a buyer or a seller agent. How many leads do you need before you end up putting money back into your pocket? Okay. Facebook makes it really easy to scale your budget. I always start with like a slightly smaller budget and then just let their numbers dictate where to go. So once you close your first deal from your Facebook ads, you can have a really good idea of how much money you can put in and likely how much it'll return. So most investors and agents, they don't do these calculations because they don't have the numbers offhand or aren't in their business working on it well enough to know some of these. So I'll kind of take you through the calculation and show you how to get some of these numbers, okay? All right, so this equation comes down to knowing four metrics within your business. The first one is the average price per deal. So if you are wholesaling and your flips are about anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000, you can look back over your last 6 months or a year and find your average price per deal. If you're an agent, very similar. You can look at what your average property sale is and just do an average calculation, okay? And then taking another step down the line, we need to know the number of leads per deal. So again, this is an average. For some markets, it's going to be very different than others. In hot markets, it might be for every 10 leads, you do a deal. And in slower markets, it might be for every 30 leads, you do a deal. It just really depends on your numbers. From there, you need to know the cost per click on Facebook. So in Facebook, when you show ads, say you spend $1,000 and you get 200 clicks, right? That would be, I'm really bad at math, so was that $5 per click? No, 200 clicks, 50 cents per click, something like that. You can figure out the math. So Facebook gives you that, which is really nice, but you need to know what you're paying currently on Facebook to run this calculation. And then finally, the biggie, the website conversion rate. So if you have 100 people come into your website and one person turns into a lead, your conversion rate is 1%. Okay? So if you have all these numbers, jot them down on a piece of paper, and I'll take you through a little exercise to find your max cost per lead. One of my favorite tools to use for this is, of course, the Carrot ROI Calculator. I work for Carrot. I'm a big fan of this calculator. I helped develop it, so I kind of understand how it works. And Trevor, the CEO of Carrot, does a really good job of taking investors and agents through this and helping them kind of have that aha moment of figuring out their cost per lead. So with that, let's hop over into the actual calculator itself and adjust some numbers. So again, come to oncarrot.com/ROI. and you can start messing with this. So for instance, say your conversion rate is a little bit on the lower side, but you also get some pretty cheap cost per leads, and you're a closing boss, so you can close some deals with less leads. And then let's say you're in a good market and you can do on average $20,000 flip. Okay. So this calculator then tells you that you should spend $1,500 at minimum to make your $20,000. But we always want to put 30% buffer into our leads because you don't want to stop your budget, and potentially miss that those one or two leads that would, put you in the 10 to get you your $20,000 deal. So I'd encourage you to come over here and start putting in your numbers and playing with this calculator a bit and tweaking it. And you'll start to notice, if your ROI gets too low, we're going to tell you, hey, you might want to start looking at bumping up your conversion rate to get back into that net positive ROI. And that's just kind of a fun little way to kind of see your numbers and how they make sense. So head on over here and take a look and figure out your max cost per lead. And we'll see you in the next video.